Hello and welcome to Friday! Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry, that's annoying. Listen, I'm gonna do my best. I listened back to the end of the last episode, my little rant on Jeeps. Wow. Okay. Now I didn't listen to the entire. I don't listen to most of my podcasts. I don't listen to like anything. Well, I do sometimes, but that's fucking dumb. That's nerdy. But anyways, like what I'm trying to get at is I say the F word a lot, and I am going to do my damnedest to not say the F word this entire episode. Can I do it? Possibly. Probably not, but I can try. I got a hobo walking. He's right in my fucking swing zone. And he just stopped. Instead of walking out to get out of the way a little bit more, he just fucking stopped. I just said the word. I just said it. Shit. I'm so sorry. I listened back to it. I was like, you are so freaking. See, I caught myself. Annoying. You saying that word the whole damn time. It's really a part of my vocabulary, and I use it in many different tense. I don't know if that. What does tense mean? I ain't camping. I used it in a bunch of different ways. The fucking fucker fucked up over the fuck. I don't know. I used it a lot, and I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try. I'll do my best to not say. I'm gonna try to be aware of what I'm saying. I'm gonna act like I'm talking to a room full of people that will like yell at me if I say the bad words, So I'll try to do that. It is 8:45. I just saw Lil Wayne. That wasn't Lil Wayne. Could have been Lil Wayne. Maybe Lil Wayne's brother. Does he have a brother? I don't know. We're rolling. 8:45 in the morning. Got to work. I'm gonna tell you guys I got there on time, and everything went well. I decided. So I needed to use a roll-off trailer today, and we have two roll-off trailers, double rails, running the double rail, buddies. And I couldn't decide what truck I wanted to take, so I just took my favorite truck, 164 Kenworth T880. I was gonna take a different truck that was sitting right. It was already like in position to get hooked up to a double rail, and then somebody ran up. They saw me eyeing it. They saw me fucking. I'm the yellow guy in the yellow jacket behind a tree. I'm like, I'm gonna take this truck because people talk about how good the PTO is on that truck. That I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna take this one. And somebody runs up. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I was about to hook this truck up to that trailer. He's like, not this truck. I'm like, why not? It's like, because I have to use this truck. I'm like, well, we have a lot of other trucks, but it's like, no, I got yelled at last time I did this job with a different truck. This is the truck they want that job to be done with. I'm like, oh, no problem. And then I got to use my favorite truck. I just had to unhook it from the dry van. Yesterday sucked. Okay, it was a good workout day, but I could tell from a little extracurricular activity that I was doing last night, alone in my bed. Well, not alone. My wife was there, but she was sleeping. She was tired. So I was doing my own little business, and my arm didn't feel very good. I was texting, by the way. I was playing a video game on my phone. I wasn't doing what you think. You dirty mofos. I wasn't being dirty. But anyways, my arm hurt really bad, and Well, it just had like a click to it, and it felt really uncomfortable. So that was from yesterday. Let's see. I left you guys off on my way up there. I got up there. I got in. Everything was fine. The trailer was fucking trashed. And I did have a pallet jack. Thank the Lord I had a pallet jack with me. I didn't think I did, but I did. Where in the fuck am I going right now? Let me type in something on the GPS here. St. Joe. St. Joseph. Alright, I guess I am going the right way. Get up there, get loaded, everything's going great. The trailer, I had the pallet jack, it had a fuckload of straps and bars and all kinds of shit somebody put in there for whatever fucking reason. Sorry, I said the word. For whatever reason. And so I got up there, I organized the truck, but I knew, because the lady, she loads me quick. So I was like, I'm not going to have enough time to eat my lunch today because she loads me quick, and she's already like, she's got stacks of shit ready to throw in the back of my trailer, sitting there waiting on me to get all these straps and stuff out of the way. And I'm like, damn it. But it worked out fine. I had ham, mayo, mustard, mixture with some pork rinds, and an apple. And hard-boiled eggs. I took the very last package at the shop of hard-boiled eggs. Somebody ate all the freaking string cheese. Bitches. I was looking forward to some cheese yesterday. So she got me loaded. I left. Everything was going well. Then I called the landfill like I do every time, and I let him know what time I was going to be there. I said, I'll be there at 2:20. I just sent him a text, and he texted me back. He said, that's not going to work. I'm like, well, the fact of the matter is that I can't get there any faster than that time. I'm actually doing really good. Like, I still had over half a tank of fuel, so I knew I'd be able to make it there. I wouldn't have to stop at all. I took a piss. He's like, yeah, well, we're going to get rain. Like, I look around. I mean, I'm up in Iowa, and I look around. I'm like, I don't know. Okay. He said, yeah, we're going to get rain. We don't have enough fluff to soak up the rainwater and your load. So but the rain is coming, and I can tell you not to come. I'm like, okay, well, like, what am I supposed to do with my freaking load then? Like, what the hell am I going to do with all this stuff? And he said, just dump it in the regular dump. I'm like, okay. So I call up my boss, and he's like, yeah, just dump it on the face where all the trash trucks and stuff dump. 18 totes of 300 gallons. Let's add that up. That's a lot of gallons of liquid. Almost 5,000 gallons of liquid. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. I don't know math. But I know it's 18 times like 300 gallons. So I'm driving up there, and I'm just like, I am hating my life at this point in time. I'm like, that's another word or phrase I say all the time. At this point in time. I hope that's not annoying, because I'm going to keep using it. I'm driving to the landfill, and I call up my boss. I'm like, hey, is there, by chance, you have anybody at the shop available to come help me with this? He's like, what do you do it by yourself all the time? What do you need help with? I'm like, well, I dump it into a pit, usually. So all the totes just fall into a pit, and they're gone, and there's nothing in the way. But if I'm going to be dumping on the face of this dump, I'm going to have to dump out 2 totes, hop out of the truck, hop out of the back of the truck, get in the front of the truck, move the truck forward 4 feet, get back in the back, dump out 2 totes. I'm going to have to do that every fucking time. So if you have anybody, tell them it's not going to be a hard job. It's going to be really fucking easy. All I need is somebody to sit in the cab of the truck and just move it forward when I give them a thumbs up from around the corner. I said, yeah, I got somebody that'll do that for you. It's like, all right, sweet. So I called up that guy, and he met me at the landfill. I get to the landfill, and the guy's like, you got to reweigh. I'm like, why? He's like, well, it's a liquid load. I'm like, dude, we've gone through, like, this is the ladies that are there are usually super confused about the whole situation. But I always get my way. But with the dude, he said, no, it's expired. Every 6 months you have to reweigh to make sure it weighs the same. It's like, it's the same exact truck and trailer. It's the same. I mean, I am losing weight. So I guess, yeah, the 25 pounds down. Okay. Pretty freaking good there. Caught myself. Good thing I didn't say fucking. So yeah, it's like, all right, it's gonna change about 25 pounds because that's my weight, and they only measure by 20s. So okay, whatever, make me reweigh. And then my dude was pulling in, and he's like, hey, he can't drive his pickup up in that landfill. Like, that's never been a policy before. It's like, well, it is now. No unauthorized vehicles. He's gonna have to hop in the cab with you. I'm like, okay, all right, like whatever. And the other dude, he was really upset about that whole situation. He was also upset for me that I had to reweigh. And we both sat there and agreed on a couple of things, which was nice. We agree on I don't know. He's a very hard worker. He will put you in the hospital. No lunch, no breaks, get in the tank, get it done. But not really. He's not exactly like that. The last guy that went to the hospital, he told him to take a break. It's a big old boy. A big old boy. Big old boy! He's big! He's a big boy! And he was out mowing and weed eating and stuff, and the dude was like, my heart is racing so fast. He's like, okay, well, go sit in the truck and take a break. And he's like, no, boss, I got it. I could do it. And he's like, no, go take a break. He's like, no, I ain't taking a break. I could do it. And he freaking got heat stroke and had to go to the hospital. And he's like, I told him to take a break in the truck, and he wouldn't do it. So anyways, I had that, not the fat fatty with me. I had the other guy. And he was awesome. So I don't know if he was making fun of me during it, but I enjoyed what he was doing, because he would hop out of the truck, run over and pull the truck forward, then run back and hop in and help me push the totes. And I'm like, dude, you can just sit in the truck. He's like, what, am I queer? I'm like, no, but you can sit in the truck. All I need is somebody to sit in the truck. I can push the totes, even though where I usually push the totes, the trailer is slightly downhill. So it's super easy to pull the totes out and roll them down the hill, down the bank, down the fucking slope, the trailer's at an angle. So it's easy to push the fucking totes and run them into each other. And where I ended up being, the trailer was actually in the opposite position. So I had to push the 2,500 pound totes uphill and then try to ram them into the other tote to knock the other tote out. It was a horrible situation. So I'm so glad he decided to come out and help me. I would have got it done by myself, but it was a lot of help having another set of hands and legs and muscles pushing on that fucking tote. And then he was just like, all right, I'll hop out and move the truck. I'm like, okay, well, you make me feel like a bitch here. but I am doing like most of the heavy lifting and stuff. But I don't know. I'm still a big boy. I'm not a big old boy, but I'm a pretty big boy. And hopping in and out of a truck a bunch of times in 102-degree weather inside of a dry van, pushing 2,500 pounds 18 times up a hill, really is going to wear me the fuck out. So he's a nice slim little boy, so he hops up in and out of that truck pretty quick. No ladder needed. He just jumps. I'm like, my ankles are done if I do that. So that was awesome that he helped me. It was still a long fucking process, and then I took him back to his pickup truck. I weighed out, and I left, and got back to the shop, and then there was a contracting company that's working on the levee nearby that we do work for every now and again. They fucked up. They dumped a shitload of dirt on the levee. Didn't block it off or anything. We got horrible rains and it flooded our shop. Not with just water, mud. Our entire shop floor had about a quarter inch of mud throughout the entire fucking thing. It's a nice level floor. And it was fucking completely covered in mud. Underneath every shelf, anything that was on the floor that would soak up water and mud was just fucking disgusting. Like, we had to power wash our shop out, and we billed that company for it because they were dumb and didn't put up their little fencing thing. Their little fencing thing, they put it up later on, and it rained again, and it flooded our fuel island area. And our whole fuel island area was fucked up real bad. So they sent out a road grader to come scrape it all off and then lay down new gravel. And this road grader guy, he had been there since I think 6 o'clock in the morning. And I get there with my dry van, and I gotta swing to the left to grab Def, and then usually I do a big U-turn in this little area, and then I can, my driver's side is right next to the fuel island to get fuel. And he's just sitting right in the middle of the fucking area, not doing shit, waiting on another truck of rock, I guess. I don't know. But everybody that drove anything heavy over there got stuck in the rock. Like, it was not compacted down at all. They're so fucking dumb. These guys are not smart. This contracting company. They are a bunch of monkeys having consensual sex with a football. I won't say the F word on that one. I wonder if I've missed any. Has anybody got a counter out there? Count them up. Count up my F words. I think this will be the lowest F word episode of all time. I'm just so comfortable with you guys. I live free. I can speak my mind. Thank you guys for listening to the wild mind of Kevin Ray. So anyways, I almost get stuck in the ballast, the rock. It's railroad rock ballast shit. So I don't know. It doesn't pack in very well, but it will over time, but not immediately. And I don't know. So I fueled up and I parked, and got in my car, and I started to drive home. I'm trying to think if anything else happened at the shop. I mean, I have a trunk full of jeans. All of my work jeans are dirty. All 11 pairs. And I just cannot bring myself to just take the pile of nasty jeans inside and dump them in the hamper so the company will clean my shit. I don't know. I'm going to try to do it tonight when I get back. But I drive home, and you know what? I usually don't get a lot of road rage. I like to talk shit on people, even when I'm not recording. I do the same shit, where I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, damn it. I said it again. What are you doing? You Audi? Stuff like, I don't know. But yesterday, I was in a rage. Everybody decided to crash along only the route that I needed to take home. There were so many crashes. People stalled out on the side of the highway. It was a ridiculous amount of time for me to get home with no AC, in the sun, in my little fucking car. Freaking car. And that one doesn't count because I caught it. And I make it all the way down. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I don't take the back way because it's actually faster to take the highway. But I like to take this little back way that goes up and around and takes the side street along the highway, and then it leads me to my house. And I usually do take that, but lately I've been just staying on the highway because it's faster. But it was so bad, so I decided I'm going to take the side street to save me a little bit of grace. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to assume a hobo crawled out from underneath the bridge and got hit by a car or something. They had ambulance, fire trucks, a whole squad of police cars blocking my only way home. I ended up going all the way through this shitty neighborhood. You know, stop sign on every fucking intersection is a four-way stop. It's just like so annoying. And then I'm in a line of cars because other people found out about this little go around, and I was stuck in traffic with the shortcut. Also, it was not a good time. I was very upset. Once I got in my neighborhood, I left the car in second gear because it's manual. I left it in second. I'm just all through my fucking neighborhood, my freaking neighborhood, because I was so angry. But I don't like people driving fast in neighborhoods. So I say I was hauling ass, but I was not really. I don't think I even got over like 30 or 35. So I wasn't like hauling ass, and I was still being cautious, like watching out for people and everything. I was just angry, and I get home, and my kids are just screaming at me. They're so excited. Fortnite, babies! You know, I'm like, hold up! Give me a break! Hold up! My boots are still on! And I finally was able to sit down in a fan in the AC and relax a little bit. My kid stole my phone, so he knows how to get into my phone now. So stole my phone, and we've been playing these on YouTube, on regular old YouTube on mobile. If you like go over and you look at like the trending, the Discover Weekly, like I don't know, all the little categories on the left side through that little menu, sidebar menu or whatever, at the very bottom, there's a thing called Playables. And it's got a bunch of different games that you don't have to download or anything. You just click on them, they open up, and you play them. And they save your progress and everything. My son's been playing this alien invasion game, and so he took my phone. It's pretty cool. It's not cool to not have my phone. And my wife took YouTube Kids away from the tablets. She deleted it because they would just sit there and stare at it. It's like you guys can watch movies and TV shows, but not YouTube, because YouTube has been getting, I don't know. They need to do something on there. There's some questionable shit popping up on YouTube Kids, and it's just like creepy stuff. Just like grown men and women on there making videos for kids, and it's just, and then also like a lot of foreign, like they don't even have voices in there. They just do stupid stuff, and like they poop on each other's heads and stuff. It's like we don't need that. We don't need all that in the house. So she deleted YouTube Kids off there, but I'm like, man, we need to download regular YouTube and let them just have these freaking games so they can play on their tablets and not on my phone. But they eat dinner. I hold off on dinner until the kids are like going to bed, and I cook up a big, fat, juicy steak. Oh gosh, I make it delicious. I cut it in half, and I put half of it away. It's in my cooler here, and the other half I ate it, and it was so damn delicious. So I'm really looking forward to lunchtime today. I got me a beautiful steak, and the steak actually tastes really good, even if it's cold. The fat is, the fat melts in your mouth instead of the fat already being like melted and stuff. It like you put it in your mouth and it just melts, and it's just like, this is delicious. You warm it up with your tongue, your little microwave tongue. So, I pull up BeamNG on the laptop. I don't have it hooked up to the TV right now, just because I don't know. I wanted to play it kind of quickly, and I didn't want to have to go through all that shit. And the kids like to play on the TV, and they want to watch this and watch that. And it's just, and they want to sit on the couch. They want to get so close to me, and I'm so hot and everything. So I have the laptop set up on the kitchen table, just sitting right there, and I have my mouse and everything, and my PlayStation remote hooked up to it, and I start playing BeamNG. Kids go to bed. I eat my steak, and then my wife comes up to me and she's like, "Did that new game come out?" I'm like, "What new game?" She's like, "You were talking a while back about a game coming out on the 29th, and you seemed like you were kind of excited about it." I'm like, "Oh yes, there was a game coming out on the 29th," and yesterday was the 29th. So I immediately pull it, close down, or don't close down my game. I just pull up the internet, and then my wife is like, "What the fuck? What the frick?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "How did your computer pull up the internet so fast?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I just pull up the internet, because her laptop stinks. It stinks. It's so bad. It's not good at all. It takes like 15 minutes just for it to turn on and go through all the running programs and all that junk. And my laptop mine is like, I deleted a bunch of just like random profile programs and stuff off of there. Like, I don't need Skype. I don't need all this other stuff. I just need like files and games. It's all in there, and the internet. And I don't know. That's just a little bragging for me right there, is that my computer can pull up the internet just as fast as your phone. Okay, we're on Google Fiber, buddies. Google Fiber, super fast internet. So I pull up the Steam app or whatever, and I look it up, and yep, the game is sitting right there. It's available to buy. It's $20, $19.99. What are we doing? Why are you going so slow? This is a 70-mile-an-hour zone. Kia, move your ass before I slap it. Jesus. Get off the highway. Get off the highway. I'm coming around you. You suck. You suck. Oh, you're going to speed up now. Well, I got another thing coming. Okay? I can go 70 uphill. Unfortunately, you can't. You slow down to 50 miles an hour at the bottom of a hill in a 70-mile-an-hour zone. What are you doing? I hope this road, it's raining right now, so I'm hoping that all this fucking the mist coming off my tires is fucking your windshield up. You gotta run your windshield wipers, you freaking idiot. See, I didn't even say it. Maybe I did, I don't know. So I go to the game and I look, and it's like it's got another bundle that's another $1.50 if you buy the bundle, but it's $10. It's $20 for the game and $10 for the bundle, or the exclusive car pack or whatever. So obviously, if I buy the bundle, it's only like $22. So I'm like, hell yeah! And I look at the wife. I'm like, I would like to spend $20 on my truck, but can I spend $20 on this game? Since you brought it up, I was just sitting there happy as a clam driving around in my new 78 drag truck I just built on BeamNG Drive. I was driving around this new map. It's a really cool map, and I made a short bed 78 Chevy truck with drag radials, 15 by 12s on the rear, and some skinnies up front, and I put in a 572 big block Chevy. I found an engine mod that they sound actually pretty good, and you can mod the engines quite a bit. So I had a supercharged 572 big block in this. I had a limited slip locking rear differential, so I could lock it for drags, and then I could drift it around also. And it was just a really nice little truck. I was having so much fun with it, and then she walks up and brings up this other game. So I'm like, yeah, I'll buy it. I'll try it out. And then the reviews are like 50% positive. Like, 50% of the people don't like the game. They put a horrible review on there. CarX Street is the game that I bought. It's taken them so long. They've been talking about this game for so freaking long. About how they're going to get this game, it's going to come out, and then it's not coming out. And then it's going to come out, and then it's not coming out. And then it came out on mobile, and they're like, is it going to come out on PC and console anytime soon? And they're like, no, it's not. And it just finally came out on PC, which is awesome. So I downloaded it. It only took 15 minutes to download it. And you open it up, and there is technically an offline version, but you still see other players in the game, which is crazy. You're not coming around me, Kia. You're not coming around me. Yeah, take that. Take that, Kia. So it only took 15 minutes to download. I can run it on ultra graphics because of my new RAM card I put in there. It works out really good. I still don't get great frames per second. It stays around like 25 to 35, and with drops every now and again. But it's still pretty seamless. I mean, it's still really good. And I bought that car pack, so I got in there, and you get your regular starter car, but then I was able to get a couple other cars to start with. I got me a Nissan 300ZX convertible, pretty fucking sweet, and then pretty freaking sweet. And then I got a BMW wagon. I don't know. And then there's I got other ones too. It's like I got a Supra. You've seen him with his flashers on for so long. Why am I going around you? Why did you not take the fast lane? Oh, and the scale, I had to pass the scale heading up to St. Joe. It was closed, by the way, which is nice. It's raining. They don't want to come out in the rain, I guess. I don't know. I played this game for a couple of hours. So there's an online mode where you can hit other cars, and they can set wager races and stuff, and you can even run for pink slips and stuff. pretty cool. And then there's the offline version where all those cars are still there, but nobody can ram you, and you can play like the story mode or whatever. And I thought I was gonna have to sit there and go through and map my controller out. No, they know what they're doing. That all the controls are really good. I mean, there's a couple things I'd like to change, but I didn't even look to change them. But I would like to change like where the boost is, and I don't know if it has horns in the game, but it'd be cool to have a horn. Click down on the left stick, L3, to honk the horn. That'd be kind of cool, but it's a really cool game. The only problem is it's kind of confusing to go into the tuning shop. It's just so busy. There's so much here and there and everything, and it's like up and down and left and right, and square does this and triangle does that, and it's like, whoa, slow it down. I want to put a new bumper on my car, but I don't know if it's just the car that I had brought in there just is a exclusive car and they don't have body kits for it or what. But I know on the mobile version that I played a long time ago, it made my phone so hot. My old phone. It made my phone so hot and it drained the battery so fast, and it was just not good. So I only played it a little bit, but I was able to put body kits on my cars, and lower them down, new wheels, paint, and all that stuff. And on the PC version, you would think that's definitely included, but I don't know if it is. I haven't even tried to mod any other car. The only car I modded was the 300ZX, and I made the wheels bigger. I had to pay to make the wheels a little bit bigger and wider, and I did some engine mods and stuff to it, but I don't know. I don't know. But my car is pretty fast, I guess, for a starter car, and I was just having fun with it. And I'm like, this is definitely a game that I could sit here and play for a long time. There's no damage. There is like a damage meter on some missions, but on normal driving, there is no damage, not even scratches or anything like that, which is kind of, I can wish for it. It'd be nice. I know they were coming out with another game. It's like they were working on their original game. They're still working on. They announce this game and start working on it, and before this game even gets released, they announce a third game, Car X Drift Racing 3 or something, where it's going to have highly deformable bodies on it, and it's going to be really sick when that game comes out. I am not holding my breath on that. You know, they took so long to let this game out. I'm not going to even worry about the next game quite yet. But it's really cool that you can play online, you can wager people, you can race around and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Now, I'm not going to do any of those online wager races or anything. Well, I mean, I might do a couple, but not for slips. I don't know. I feel like the game just came out. People are scouring the files for it to try to figure out ways to cheat and game the system. So I'm not going to try to mess around too much with online players in that sense. You know, if I don't have any friends on Steam and I don't know anybody else that's going to play it, I guess it's not out on console. So, but they usually have cross-platform multiplayer. So if it does come out on console, I can get my Florida boy buddy and my other buddy to download these games, and we could all race around and play and have a good time. But I don't know. I just like to run around and have fun on the game. I really just want to keep building new cars and stuff. Started out with $100,000, which was pretty cool. And I don't know if that came with the bundle pack or not, but you can do quite a bit. And there's other cars you could buy. I could buy a Trans Am. I really want to buy that one. I'm trying to save up money right now. I've gained almost all of the 100,000 back already. Just by doing little. There's like delivery missions and stuff. Oh, and also you have like gas stations. You will run out of fuel, and they have two different types of fuel that you can buy. And they have boost. You can buy boost at gas stations and tires, because your tires will wear out and you'll have less traction the lower your tires are. And one really cool thing is whenever your tires go down to zero, it starts shooting sparks out because you're running on threads. I don't think the tires actually blow out. I think they just go to zero, and then you have like no traction at all. But I picked the Honda Civic to start with. Then I got the 300ZX. I got the BMW wagon. And then there's also a convertible Supra, newer Supra, and a Fox Body Mustang, and something else. There's a couple other. Like a Nissan Fairlady Z, the new one that came out. Those are all the free cars. I think it's 6 of them. I don't know. Can you count? Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one somewhere. Not sure what it is. Probably not that cool. But it's a really cool game. It's very interesting. And also if you click the online, like if you sign into the online, there's no traffic online, which is like, come on, put the traffic in online. The traffic really it's cool without traffic, but it's way better with traffic on. And you can adjust the amount of traffic and everything, and it's pretty freaking sweet. I did turn my shadows down to high instead of ultra, just to help my PC run it a little bit better. But I stuck my hand underneath the PC after playing it for a while, and my PC wasn't even hot at all. So it was on high performance mode where it blows, the little fans turn on and it blows, but it wasn't getting hot, so that was kind of nice. I was expecting it to be like melting my table, but it turned out to be all right. So I played that for a very long time last night, and then around midnight I was like, I gotta go to bed. Went to bed, woke up, and loaded up my lunch, loaded up my bag, and hit the road. My drive into work was fine. It rained on me, and then it didn't rain, then it rained, and it didn't rain, and my windows were just going up and down the whole way. But it's going to stay nice and cool today. I think it's the high in Kansas City today is like 78 and cloudy. And they said it's going to have less humidity than the previous few days, but I don't understand how that works when it's raining. But whatever. And the kids tonight, are going to Momo's house, so that's wonderful. I'm gonna get home and be able to, I don't know, probably go out to eat with the wife, and then sit there and play my video game. Probably get it hooked up to the TV, because I'm constantly sitting there using the mouse and stuff. But it's so streamlined that you don't have to use the keyboard or the mouse for anything. The controller can do anything and everything on the game. So I'll get it hooked up to the TV, get it plugged in, and start playing on the TV tonight. And that's going to be awesome, to be able to play it on the big screen with good sound, because my computer speakers aren't the greatest. And just try to level up. Got to join the club to level up. I thought doing all the other races and stuff would help, but no, they don't help at all. They might, I don't know. I don't want to say they don't help, but got to join the pink club and do those races and level up, and then continue to level up, and then yeah, be pretty cool. And the handling is pretty good. It's all obviously it's more of an arcade-ish type of game, but it's still got the CarX feel to it a little bit. So like I don't know, the drifting. It's like it seems like whenever you activate drifting, it changes some of the car movement, but you can still spin out and stuff. But I haven't changed any settings on anything. So, and on the regular CarX, I changed all the settings and tried to make my car, and I made it to where CarX online on the PlayStation was a lot of fun to play. All my cars were tuned perfectly to where they wouldn't spin out, but it still felt real. Uh, just trying to get it to get as much angle before it spins out, and then I can really just go in there and just. And I use that game. I'm not trying to gain anything on that game. I'm not playing the story mode. I'm not trying to get achievements or actually win any races. I just get on there to enjoy it, and that's the best thing about that game is that you can just get on there and you can enjoy it. The problem with that game is that you have to pay for a fucking online. So I like to get online and look at other people's cars and liveries and stuff, stickers and stuff they put on, and then it gives me a little bit of an idea what to do to mine. And I like sharing mine because I get pretty into decorating the cars and stuff. So I don't know, but it'd be pretty fun to play that game. Right now, I told you guys I'm taking the double rail. I'm headed up to this place. They're making one of our crews work at the pig plant this weekend. And what I'm doing is I'm hauling up vac boxes. So they will have somewhere to put the poo-poo or the nasty, all of the liquid and stuff that comes out of, processing pigs. All of the liquid that's involved with all that. Blood, guts, piss, shit, other nasty stuff, all gets put into this giant tank they have on their property, and they want us to clean it on Saturday, Labor Day weekend Saturday. That's what they want. I marked Friday or Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as off. Don't even offer me to work because I'm not. I said I was going out of town when I'm probably not going to go out of town. I might go out of town, but I want a nice 3-day weekend. It would be nice. I should be there working this weekend to help buy truck parts, but I've got stuff I can do to the truck before that, and that's what I plan on doing. That's another reason I took this weekend off. Is I'm going to go through and strip all the wire down. Not strip the wire, but strip the wire looms and get out. Because I'm not using the original harness or any of the connectors, most likely. Some of the connectors maybe, but most of the shit, I'm just going to use all my own stuff. And I think my wife would be okay with letting me go out and get some rivets, maybe a new grinder, and butt connectors, and maybe even I'm gonna have to call my buddy tonight and see if he will bring home a heat gun, and maybe even a grinder, so I don't have to buy a grinder because he's got all kinds of tools and stuff. I just got to catch him before he leaves work and see if he'll bring over some supplies for me to use to work on the truck. And if all goes well, I don't have any of the buttons, but I will have wires that I can, just kind of touch together to see if things are doing what I want them to do. I'm into the fuel tank dilemma now. I really want me to. I don't know if they have any that they'd sell at our shop, but we have bulk tanks at our shop, like big 100-gallon bulk tanks And not that I want 100 gallons of fuel, but it would be kind of nice to, I want a 30-gallon fuel tank. I don't want 50. I just need 30 gallons. That's all I really want to have. But if for some reason one of these bulk tanks comes up for sale, I'm just probably going to buy it off of my shop and stick it in my truck. My truck can handle it. It'll be all right. It's going to be completely centered in the bed, bolted down, and I want to run an electric fuel pump really bad. I want to redo all the fuel lines and stuff. All this stuff is going to happen later. Right now, all I need to do is wire stuff up, but eventually I will be wiring the fuel pump into the ignition or into the power switch. So it will be good to go. Oh, and also last night I was just on Facebook looking around, and there's I look at a lot of scrapyard videos, people that own scrapyards or whatever, and this guy brought in, it was like the special thing about this Cavalier, and they walk to the back of the car, and it's got like this little hatch that opens up, and he's like, this is a really cool Cavalier because it's a factory propane vehicle. I'm like, huh? And there's like a little area where you can fill the propane tank in the back. It's like a little 10-gallon propane tank or something. I don't know. I didn't check the size, but it's a little propane tank, and he just fills it up with propane, and he can drive it around. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And propane is a natural gas is a fun little thing because you can run it on forklifts inside of a building, and it doesn't give off emissions. It's like clean air. Oh, I didn't click on. I just typed in St. Joe. I didn't type in where I'm going, but I know where I'm going, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the GPS. Because it was trying to take me way far away. Not the way I want to go. So I started looking up videos on people that had converted their small block Chevy into propane, and it looks like a pretty simple thing. It's just that kits are kind of expensive. Because that's what I was thinking about doing for the longest time, is get two of those big propane tanks. I don't know what gallons they are, but they're like the forklift propane tanks. And getting, a mounting bracket and just mounting those in the bed of the truck as for fuel tanks, but not for propane. For like gasoline, I was going to do some, I don't know. I wouldn't have done it, but it would have been kind of cool to have just two propane tanks in there, and they're full of gasoline. And because I was just looking for some sort of a container that would hold the gasoline pretty well, and propane tanks should do the job. But then I realized if I just switch my truck into a propane truck, I could just run it on propane. And people talk about how it's efficient. I don't even know if you have to run a fuel pump because it's compressed and it just blows out. You just have to have something to stop it from overcharging. I don't even know. It's just so amazing to me. And I could have my Chevy running off of propane, and I don't know how expensive it is, but I think it's cheaper than gas, and it's more efficient, and it's clean for the air. It's like, why are we pushing EVs so much when there's propane liquid gas out there? And there's the only problem is trying to find a station that sells LPG. Because if you go, you might be out on the road or on a trip or whatever, and it's like, I don't know. I guess you could snag a couple barbecue fucking grill ones or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I just need to do a little bit more research, but it got me super duper excited about it. And then also like the fuel air mixture, like I think you don't need. I mean, you need an air cleaner still, but I think it's got a mixing thing already, so it's like it'll be the perfect mixture all the time. Now, I will say, uh, at me running a forklift all the time, those things will freeze up. So I don't know how good they're going to be in winter. If I can get like maybe just like some sort of a heating blanket thing. I know they make them, just like a heating pad, and just wire it up, and then just in the winter just plug it in, and then it'll constantly keep my bottles from freezing up. And then just some of that insulating hose and stuff over all the lines and everything. But I'm thinking that's pretty fucking cool. Pretty freaking cool. Very interested in doing that. Yeah, it's not going to happen right now. But if I figure out a way to do that, that'd be really cool. Because propane will, I'm pretty sure our forklifts, they were either diesel or propane. Like propane will do both. So, just one of those strange liquids. Pretty freaking cool. But I'm rolling up to my job site, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Keep all 18 down, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.